So it's an often forgotten space in your home, but my next guest says you should always look at your half bath as an opportunity for a really bold and fun statement. So today we're sharing ways to liven up that small space and make your half bath a place that you want to show off. Designer Liz Powell is joining me to share tips. I am so grateful to hear a professional, an expert, validate what I've been doing for years. It's kind of the place to have a party and do things you would never otherwise do, right?
It really is. It's a safe place. It's a small place. It's not expensive or crazy to do anything fun. And yeah, you can have some personality and style there. So
would you endorse that too? Something I might not otherwise do in any room of my house, any other room of my house, I could get away with in my half bath.
Maybe. I know for me and for a lot of my clients, we're designing really neutral, timeless spaces.
Sure.
So we're layering neutrals and we're putting pops of color in a rug or in an artwork or something like that. But maybe you could take that blue rug that's in your living room and now we're doing a deep blue, moody bathroom or something. So making it cohesive and work together and keeping your home so it feels like everything works together.
Yeah.
But still, you can have way more fun in that half bath.
Have a little bit of a party. You say always start with function in mind. And for a small space like the half bath, there's not a ton, I mean, we know what's happening in there, but not a ton of real estate to work with there.
Yeah, half bath, unless someone is needing to use that to get ready on a daily basis and maybe you need to think about storage or things like that. Or if you have a special need with a wheelchair or something like that, you would consider that space. But otherwise, you can have fun. You don't have to have all the storage space and things like that, so you can just focus on the design and how the room feels.
We get to learn from and admire a recent makeover. We're going to see the photos and you talk us through the changes you made and the impact it had.
Yeah, so this was really fun. I mean, it was probably, gosh, a 1940s house.
You had a blank slate.
Really house. I mean, we just gutted the whole thing, but it's amazing what you can do with the blank slate. And anybody can really do that, even if they're not doing a remodel. You know, get the old out, put in the new. We had so much fun. It's amazing what a transformation can do.
That's gorgeous. Let's go through the details of how someone might do something like this in their own home, in their own way. There's not a lot of natural light to work with typically in a room like this. So coach us up on lighting. What do you recommend?
So I love a bulb that's a 3000 Kelvin. You'll see that right when you go to the store and buy them. It's a nice natural light. It's not too blue. Some of those that get too white almost go too blue, like a gallery.
You feel like you're in a science lab.
Or they go too yellow.
Yeah.
Right? And so it doesn't really matter if you're not doing makeup and things like that in there. But it'll give you a nice bright light, and then you can go dark if you want to, and you'll still have really beautiful light.
Do you like dark hues and tones for such a small space because it isn't so naturally bright?
No, I loved it. I think if it's dark already, let's play that up.
Okay.
Let's make it dark and moody, which is fun. Lighting is a big thing. A room can feel nice and bright if it's got the right light bulb. So make sure you have an overhead light. Make sure you have the vanity light, whether it's a sconce or a pendant or something like that. But otherwise, you'll have plenty of light in there and you can go as dark as you want. So I have a black bathroom, so.
Black?
I do. I think it's probably time to refresh. But
black walls?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you can go dark,
really dark,
moody, bold. Wallpaper, a lot of people reach for wallpaper in these smaller spaces.
I mean, wallpaper's back again.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about wallpaper is that you can do anything. You can do a grass cloth if you're all neutral and safe like me. You can do a pinstripe. You can go bold and do flamingos or do something crazy.
But you told my producer you like lighter wallpaper.
Yeah, lighter wallpaper. Well, I think either. We've kind of used both. It's just lighter wallpaper if you're looking for texture, but you don't want a dark and moody space.
Okay.
So it's just what you're going for. Wallpaper can be used either in a moody way, or it can be used light and bright, but still make it fun and an impact.
And touching on that texture again, that can happen through the walls. Anywhere else or any way else we can add texture?
We'll tile. A lot of times we'll tile that vanity wall. Sometimes it's just a subway with white grout, so it's really minimal, or sometimes we're using some really fun tile, but that's another way to give texture, which is really, really fun. Yeah.
Are you a fan of woodwork, extra detail on the walls like that?
Somehow you've got to bring the pop in. So we're bringing that in. We can do wainscoting. We can do that wallpaper. We can do a killer mirror, a beautiful light fixture, or then people who maybe are in an apartment and don't want to do anything that permanent, or whose husband, like mine, is like, you are not doing wallpaper in this house. They're not. It's too soon.
Your husband will let you do wallpaper?
No, well, I mean, won't let strong,
I know,
but I don't think that's his preference.
It's funny.
It's too soon. He grew up in a wallpapered house. I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
Married to a designer, but not willing to commit to what he knew growing up.
Yeah, but if you're in an apartment or something that you're renting, maybe just choose some artwork or a great little rug or something like that, and that way you don't have to retile or re-wallpaper or something like that. So there's so many ways that you can pull in texture and life and create personality into this small space without going crazy.
Well,
so
let me
something
ask
that fits you.
a quick awkward question. What do you do on top of the toilet? Do you do anything? That's always kind of an awkward
Nope,
space
you just
for people.
ignore it. You just pull your eyes somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like we don't need to be looking at the toilet and think, this is amazing. Like make a statement somewhere else.
So artwork above the toilet?
Sometimes,
Okay,
yeah. Sometimes,
okay.
especially like a stacked double is really cute. But if you've got another wall, I would rather just pull the focus to another place.
Away from the toilet.
Yeah, nobody's going to feel bad about that.
30 seconds left. Unique fixtures made your list as something to consider. So like the lights you've talked about.
Lights, faucets. There's some really fun faucets. I know we had one a couple of years ago in our half bath that had kind of a waterfall. And that was a bathroom I could get my kids to brush their teeth in because they thought that faucet was so cool. So yeah, there's all sorts of fun little things out there like that.
Again, reach for something novel, reach for something fun. We're seeing beautiful pictures of your stunning work. Where can we see more from you, Liz?
LizPowellDesign.com or on Instagram at Liz Powell Design.
You're so good at what you do. Thanks for sharing and opening our mind to this smaller space. We'll link you to our website from the Studio 5 website as well.